Hi, Jeff Lang, Managing Director at Titomic. This is the July update to keep the market informed of what we've got going on and exciting things happening at Titomic. Recently, we completed our capital raise of $7 million, which is good to get that behind us once again. Thank you to PAC Partners for their great work in actually getting this over the line. Once again, the support was really good as far as institution and private investors in Australia. So we managed to get oversubscribed once again and really looking forward to working closely with investors moving forward as well. Titomic's been going through such a rapid growth. We've actually been in the process of hiring new staff. More recently, we had an announcement about Nathaniel Miller coming across from NASA, but we're also engaging on some more very high-level technical capability to our team at Titomic. A lot of the hires we're getting now, we're getting the best possible technical people from around the globe, and it's obviously showing really what Titomic is doing, that we're the global leader in our technology. And what is it that we're the global leader in? It's the large-scale, high-volume additive manufacturing with metals. So when most metal 3D printing companies look at what they do, they're completely different than what Titomic does. Our focus on large-scale, high volume to be a unique capability where we can compete directly with traditional manufacturing process. So it's sort of unheralded for 3D printing companies to be able to do that. And more recently, we've had some great success as far as realizing some parts and products that can not only match traditional manufacturing as far as cost, but significant improvements in the performance of the part or the product, and also time to manufacture as well. So one thing I'd like to sort of touch on is, in more recent times, we did a video update with Inside Market, where I sort of did a little bit about potential opportunities we have been moving forward. And we've recently received some questions about how we could forecast, potential $20 billion plus revenues. But if we look at where Titomic's truly playing is in the metals industry. We're not just a 3D printing company, we provide digital manufacturing solutions, and we take our clients and customers on a journey into the future of digital manufacturing. So what are some of the significant opportunities we have within the $4 trillion metals industry? What I have here is probably one of our more recent successes that we're very proud on. You can see the thickness here and the material here. Now this is basically what we call a tooling material. It's not titanium, which is Titomic's got a reputation of delivering within titanium parts and products. But what we have here is a new part, which I'll show once again, is made from Invar. Now this is for tooling systems. Now tooling systems alone in the US is a $24 billion industry. And now with the repatriation and manufacturing coming back in the US for tooling, it's important that we look at new ways to produce tooling. If we look at some of the large-scale tools that can be used in defence and aerospace, they can take between 6 to 12 months to produce one tool. So there's an immediate demand for aerospace and defence industries to scale up in their tooling capability. And some of these tooling in actually cost can be anywhere between $250,000 up to $15 million per tool. In consideration, we have inquiries for over 4,000 tools. It's pretty easy to look at the numbers there. We're really venturing to revenue opportunities in excess of $1 billion just in the tooling industry sector alone. So how does Titomic take advantage of these huge amount of opportunities we have from various industries? As everyone's aware, original model for Titomic was about selling TKF machines and the consumables as well. What we have realised in working with major industry primes, everyone wants to play in this space of digital manufacturing, additive manufacturing, but there's very high risk associated with that. These companies are built on manufacturing legacies. They don't want to all of a sudden just get rid of their traditional manufacturing process. We actually want to add value to traditional manufacturing rather than just sort of scrap the old process and move directly into the new area. We've decided to embark upon what we call bureaus. Now, bureaus are basically another name for smart factories. So very exciting opportunities for Titomic to roll out these bureaus. And just if we engage upon the opportunities we have in the US right at the moment, there's potential for bureaus we're looking at rolling out as well. So at Titomic, we always love pushing the boundaries of material science and where we can go. So another new exciting project with an IP we've recently developed is how we fuse dissimilar metals together. So we can look at a part here, which is a very interesting component. Now this involves 3 different materials in it. We have a copper section, we have aluminium, and on the outside we also have titanium. So a part like this is not achievable to be produced any other way. So we're very proud of my engineering team and our designers here that have not only done all the research around this product, but also figured out how to actually manufacture it in really good value and times, and what is the unique capability of a part like this. So if we consider like heat exchanger market alone, Most heat exchangers are either made out of aluminium or copper, they're a single material. By having multi-material capabilities, it really opens the door up to specific opportunities to improve performance. So if we look at some of the high level performance, we could say look at satellites, where a satellite has huge problems as far as heat on one side of the satellite to cold on the other side. By actually working with dissimilar metals, we can actually remove the heat from one side and move it across and even out the heat within a satellite component. So that might be a higher end product, but if we go all the way down to the smaller level, for instance in LED lighting, LED lights have huge amount of luminescence they can do, but the more luminescence equals more heat in the part. So if we can distribute the heat better, it means that we can have stronger lighting as well. So Titomic's next round of trade shows we're looking at is quite extensive. Our next major one is actually Eurobike. And obviously most people that have been following the journey with Titomic understand bikes were one of our basic models that we built the whole company upon. So we're proud to announce that we'll be exhibiting at Eurobike, the world's largest bicycle trade show, where we'll have quite a large stand there displaying what we've been working on for the last 12 months. So we'll be releasing 3 new models of bikes at the show. So we're very much looking forward to presenting what Titomic can do in the bicycle industry and showcase what some of the amazing work we're doing. Recently, we did 2 ASX announcements, one for CA Pickard and one for FL Schmidt. So we'll keep the market informed of how that project's progressing. So thank you for listening to the July update on Titomic. We really look forward to presenting future to you about the growing interest in Titomic and showcasing what we're doing on a monthly level and keeping the market informed. So once again, thank you to everyone for your support and ongoing support. And once again, we're in a great Australian company doing what Australians do great in the global arena.